I always find it kind of hard to explain this, but public speaking, in theory, is actually pretty fun. Now, I'm no way a master of public speaking. I stutter a lot when I speak, and I'm so nervous every time I speak in front of people. English is not my first language, so that adds to another challenge. But when you think about it like this, public speaking is whenever you're given this platform and this audience who is willing to pay attention to whatever you want to share, to your message, to your story. And one of the most innate desires of human is to be listened, is to be heard. So what makes public speaking so drastically different from speaking to a close group of friends, for example? Since my grade school to my college, I have had experience to speak in front of different types of audience, in front of tens to hundreds of people at school assemblies, at speaking contests, as events. I have been gradually improve my public speaking skill. I'm no way near perfect yet, but there are several thoughts that I have realized that have been hindering my self-confidence when I speak in front of people. And when I became aware of and acknowledged these thoughts, public speaking became a little bit less scary for me. So I thought it would be very useful to share with you who are also interested in improving your public speaking skill. People will see my awkwardness and hate me. No matter whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, when you are being put in front of an audience and when you feel like there are hundreds, if not thousands of eyes are being on you, you feel like every word that you mispronounce, every micro expression that you have, people will look at it and remember it. And the more you think about it, the more awkward you become. However, I want you to think about it this way. When you sit at the audience seat and you see that the speaker is being awkward, is being nervous, what is the worst thing that you can do? Maybe you will laugh at them a little bit, you will find it a little bit funny, but most of the time people will sympathize with the speaker and they know that it's definitely totally okay to be nervous. So my point is, instead of being laser focused on perfecting yourself and not making any mistakes, shift your focus to your audience instead. They're not looking forward to scrutinizing you. Maybe you're in a competition and you have judges, but most of the audience, they want to be there and have a good time and want to learn at least 1 to 2 things. So just relax. It's okay to make mistakes. Shift your focus to your audience. Make sure that you're giving them an enjoyable time. Number 2, the person before or after me is so much better. Why would people want to listen to me? I find this particularly true when I'm in a lineup of speaker and the person before me is whether a very important figure or someone who's very outspoken, someone is very confident and good at speaking. And it will be very easy to compare myself to the other person. It seems like I'm just a side character and they are the main character. Why would people even want to listen to me? And I feel like every time that happens, my confidence significantly dropped and it negatively impacts my speech. However, when I started to think about it this way, it gets a little bit easier. When the speaker in front of you is very good and they're making a lot of good jokes that make the audience laugh and love them, don't be jealous of that. Actually, you should be grateful because they're making the audience relax, and the audience, the more relaxed they are, the more welcoming they will be toward your speech, which is coming up next. If the speaker behind me is so fantastic, whatever mistakes I made during my speech will be overshadowed and they will less likely to remember my awkwardness and my mistakes. My point is, when you find yourself among many other speakers, instead of treating it as a competition, it may be a competition, but instead of being insecure and compare yourself to other people's successes, you should use that to your advantage instead of treating it as a standard to beat. Also, reach out, talk to other speakers as well. Share your fear and excitement, and you will soon realize that you're not in this all alone. Number 3, I think my speech is not that good. Maybe I should change it now. This is a very dangerous thought. and it happens to me more often than I like to admit. It stems from my insecurity whenever I hear previous speakers and they do very good, and maybe they made this point that is very excellent, or they made this joke that is very effective. I would tend to do something similar, and I want to like have fix my speech a little bit, but it's never a good idea, trust me. The process of polishing and crafting your speech should happen days before your actual speech, not last minute. To avoid yourself from doing that, I would definitely recommend invest a reasonable amount of time and effort in actually crafting your speech. Takes time to ponder with different ideas and experiment with different ways to convey the same message. It would definitely be a cherry on top if you can get other people's feedback as well. The point is, put in a reasonable amount of time and effort in your preparation process, and when you get to the day of your speech, be confident in it. Don't change anything, just go with the drill. A lot of people underestimate the importance of preparation in public speaking, but actually 80% of your confidence when you speak publicly stems from how well you know the material and how many times you have rehearsed giving that speech. To be honest, until today, I still find extremely hard to rewatch the recording of my public speeches and my presentations. However, my today's self significantly grateful for my past self for stepping out my comfort zone and being in those uncomfortable situations so that I can improve and get to me of today. At least by being aware and acknowledge the 3 thoughts that I've mentioned in this video, public speaking has become a little bit easier and more enjoyable for me. So I hope that you can find it helpful. Let me know about your journey in the comment section, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that we can meet each other again in future videos as well. See ya!